afternoon, beautiful people. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Sunday. It is a whopping warm day out here on the Rietspruit this afternoon. And I suppose it's not too warm if you consider the temperature, but the humidity as well is making it quite excessively hot. Now, you may be wondering, why are we parked so statically, one may ask? Have they seen anything? Well, this is where the dogs pinged. And I've just taken a short walk in. I actually bumped into the dogs. So I was sitting here waiting, hoping they would come closer to the road. But we are going to have to push our nose in a bit just to the left of us here. However, there is a stunning weaver nest above us. But Murphy's Law, as I pulled out the camera, try and get a shot, said weaver birds vanished. And they haven't been back in the past 5 minutes. So, you know, that's the luck I get with photographing animals, folks. Trial and error, I suppose. Trial and error. But that nest's almost complete. Now, you'll notice that that nest is different to some other weavers. Specifically talking about the red-headed weaver. The red-headed weaver makes a nest similar to that, but it actually builds a funnel, almost like a little tunnel system at the entrance for the birds to kind of climb up into the nest, if you will. Whereas this opening here is pretty much almost a full nest already. If it was a red-headed weaver, they'd still be building for a couple of days. But this nest is almost near completion. What's on Lowveld router? I didn't hear. But a very good afternoon to all of you on the public channel. Thank you for tuning in. And a very good afternoon to all our beautiful pack members. Let's see who's with us this afternoon. Sure, there's been quite the conversation here. I hope I get to say hello to everyone. Hello, Carol, Becky, Mary, Barbara, Mom, Betty, Elsa, Dad. Hello, everybody. I hope you are all doing lovely. They don't want you filming their building secrets. Mary, clearly not, because it hasn't been back since, and I've been sitting here like a sorry soul with my camera tightly zoomed in on the nest. And, you know, they were there up until I physically opened the hard case and pulled out the camera. Then they vanished. So it's typical. But I am slowly getting into bird photography, especially after those shots I got of that red-crested korhaan the other day. That really got me going. That was a really awesome sighting. Even though he bluffed me a few times, I was like, he's gonna call now. And then he'd stay silent for another couple of seconds and then go and give his call. But these birds don't seem like they're coming back whilst I'm here. And Betty, their nest construction is just insane. Like how sturdy, how protected the nests are. The only thing they probably natural predators wise have to worry about is snakes, actually, funnily enough. And obviously other parasitic broods like your cuckoos. So what I mean by parasitic brood is if you think of a cuckoo will actually lay its eggs in another species of bird's nest. And basically it fools the host bird into thinking that it's another one of its eggs. So it raises it, it hatches, and oftentimes the cuckoo egg hatches first and almost outcompetes the host species' actual egg, and the host species ends up taking care of said cuckoo instead of its own young. So that is also one of the things that I suppose all birds have to kind of worry about. But in terms of predation, I'd say the only real thing there is probably like a boomslang or a black mamba. Maybe a bird of prey if it's really, really inquisitive. But yeah, no, I don't think they've got too much to worry about in those nests. They're also really well constructed, like you said. All right, folks, we're going to try get in here without spooking the dogs as well. As you can see, it's quite thick. But the dogs aren't too far in either, which is a good thing for us as well. But I will want to approach quite slowly, considering I did bump into them whilst walking in there. So I hope I haven't spooked them. I'm really hoping they stick around and maybe even come to the road for us eventually. But the search has paid off. Touch wood, now that I've said that and we're going in to try and find them, who knows? I could have moved off already, but you know, my hope, and with this heat as well, I don't think they would have moved off. Just slowly but surely, Basil. I was about to say, I think you should take the camera off the tripod there. Now that's a dead knobthorn that nobody's going to enjoy getting hooked by. Hee hee. Who needs a pair of clippers when you got these guns? I'm such a clown at times, folks. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. I also just want to make sure that these raisin bushes don't catch my cameraman's leg, because they, as non-thorny as they are very, very elasticy bushes, if you will. The branches slap back and it's like getting hit by a piece of, like, you know, back in the day when you used to get a cane on the backside if you were naughty at school. Basically like that. So I don't think anyone wants that. You got it? I just don't want it to hit the back seat either. Shot, bro. I'm making Basil's life hard. I'm sorry, Basil. I didn't intentionally do this, but we've been after the there's the whipping I was talking about. We've been after the dogs for so long. Tried and failed. Third time's the charm, hopefully. Just watch yourself here, hey? That's gonna fling back. Sure, we're getting really right up in here. Like I said, they're not too far in, but they are in quite deep stuff. But it is slowly starting to open up a little bit. I can see a dog, I think. Is it the one that growled at me? Probably. Most likely. But look at how stunning it is here. So this is where we just move as slowly as possible, because I can see a dog now. I can't see both of them. Oh, I can see both of them. How's that, Basil? Is that good? Alrighty, folks, we have done it eventually. Third time's the charm. Got our beautiful girls here, sitting in the oh so heavenly shade. They've found a really nice spot just to hang about in the middle of the day. Get away from the heat. Hi, Connie. I hope you are doing fantastically. look at what we found. Third time's the charm, because we tried for them on Friday. We tried for them on, no, we tried for them Sunday, Monday, I can't recall. But then we took a break the other day and looked for the elephants, and we spent some lovely quality time with Cheeky Chops being very dramatically dust bathing himself, which was quite a sight to watch. Very dramatic, that young elephant. But nonetheless, third time we've gone out now searching for the dogs, and success. Finally managed to do it. Even though they're not the most active, I think I'm going to sit here for a little bit at least and just appreciate them, because we haven't seen them in such a while. But they have found a really, really nicely shaded area here. Now, they did also call in the male lions at the corridor, which means I suspect that the pride might be on Kaya. But apparently the males are very sleepy in the corridor. So what we could do is we could head to Siakoi Dam, and then from there possibly head to the corridor. Let's just see. Here near, we are quite the distance away from the corridor this afternoon. However, I think what we'll do is we'll stick with that plan there. We'll head towards Siakoi Dam, and then probably work around from Siakoi Dam, work around Seskantsate, Kudu Krip, Lemondurin Krip, maybe even the Deep Sloot a bit later. But so awesome that we finally got to see our girls again. Now, they've moved from that spot on Leadwood that, believe it or not, we didn't have to venture too far. They're actually on the southern fence line of Blowbank here, essentially. And, you know, it was quite nice knowing that I didn't have to race to Leadwood before drive starts, so we could search for them the whole of drive. But it was so thick, I was like, Basil, just hang 10. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute walk. And as I was walking, I heard a growl from one of them, and I immediately retreated because I didn't want to spook them any more than I accidentally already had, and they seem to have calmed down quite nicely, which is also really awesome. They are indeed, Connie. They are looking very healthy. I don't know when the last time they ate was, but they do look rather healthy, which, you know, we actually can't complain about. They're doing well considering it's a pack of 2, and very, very curious as to what's going to happen with these 2 soon. I'm not sure as of yet, so I don't want to speculate anything either. But I would love to come up with a plan to somehow get them some friends or some boyfriends. Carol agreed. Cheeky Chops just made my day that day, to be totally honest. Such a little clown. It reminds me of me quite a lot, actually. Can you imagine? You remind yourself by a very dramatic little baby elephant. Oh, in those colors and the green of the grass, the contrast. If only there weren't so many sticks in the way. Basil's got a really nice angle there, though. Becky, she does look peaceful. They both look very peaceful. They're both looking incapacitated, to be totally honest. I'm quite jealous. But a skill I have yet to have mastered is how to take a nap during the day. So peaceful with the cicadas. Every now and then a bird chirping. She's just lifted her head. Oh, no, I'm just getting more comfortable so I can sleep again. What on earth bird call was that? Is that a type of helmet shark, or is it? Oh, I knew it. It's Retz's helmet shark. Do you see it there, Basil, in that gap? I don't know if you'll get it. If you can just try the watch Murphy's Law as Basil zooms in, it's gonna fly away. But there, folks, just in frame, right there, is a Retz's helmet strike. I knew the call. I was just like, what? See what I mean about all the calls coming back slowly but surely. You hear a call and you're like, oh damn it, I know that call. It's like the other day I had a really stupid moment where I heard a brown-hooded kingfisher calling and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, what's that bird? What's that bird? And then I saw the bird and I was like, Andrew, you're a fool. I was so disappointed in myself that I couldn't realize it was just a brown-hooded kingfisher. And they are beautiful birds. I don't just say it was just a brown-hooded kingfisher. I said that because I was quite annoyed that I didn't get the call. It was one of those like, oh, come on, man. You know, those moments where you kind of kick yourself because you knew the answer already. Super, super chuffed that we managed to find them. Depending on how active they are, I don't know. I think it probably might be worth heading out for a bit, going and seeing what else we can find, and then slowly headed back this way when it's a bit cooler. But I think we'll sit with them for another 5 at least. You know, when's the last time we actually had the dogs on camera? Does anyone remember? Cannot tell you how when I got growled at by the one dog, I honestly thought it was a lion. Oh, I had a moment. I had to take a second to breathe. Indeed, Carol, complete opposite. But that supports my theory of, who knows, the lions were on Leadwood as well, we know that, but maybe when they were moving along the fence line from Leadwood Dam towards and into Kaya, they might have spooked the dogs and the dogs beelined for Blowbunk. B for Blowbunk. But, oh, I'm so chuffed we finally managed to get them on camera for everyone. It's taken Basil and I some trial and some time lately to put the dogs on camera. But I mean, nonetheless, always worth the wait. Hey doggies, you guys sleepy? Oh, Carol, of course, yes. We had them on the Zoom, but I mean on a pack lately, where everyone got to see them. Oh, 13th of November. Oh, speaking, thank you for the reminder, Carol. Happy December, folks. Can you believe it's the first of the last month of the year? That is absolutely mind-blowing. It honestly blows my mind. I'm still kind of taking it in. How peaceful is that, eh? Obviously, also being one of the lower ranked predators, they are often quite alert. Like cheetah will often raise their head to make sure nothing is sneaking up on them. No one's trying to be cheeky. Thank you, Becky. It was awesome. Oh, nice big stretch. It was awesome indeed. I had a lot of fun. It was nice getting to follow the pups along the fence line there for quite some time as well. Come on, girls. Well, you never know, Betty. You never know. Yeah, I don't know. Because me, obviously, my main goal eventually in life is to become like a professional photographer, well, wildlife photographer, and actually sell my photos. But that being said, with AI nowadays, anyone can basically make the photos I take. So it's kind of like, how do you sell something that can, you know, be remade or reworked, if you will? But you see, it's not the same though. You're not capturing a moment. You basically just typing words into a text box. Whereas, you know, with those photos, like say my photos, I know I took those. Those photos that I post, you know, each photo reminds me of a sighting. Like I can recall exactly what happened in each photo I've posted, whereas AI can't do that. But I definitely think AI is improving and improving, and the toasters one day will attack us. That is for sure. One day AI will turn on us. Probably. Next thing you see your toaster and air fryer running at you with a knife. Can you imagine? Oh. No, but I agree with you, Becky. AI is getting incredible. Even I've had multiple people already send me wildlife videos that they thought were real. Like these 3 lionesses chasing a giraffe, and the giraffe kicks one and it does like 3 somersaults before it hits the ground. Someone sent me that and said, "Is this real?" And I was like, "Do you think it's real?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, it's actually crazy how some people can get taken by AI." Huh? I mean, it's good, and it's only getting better. So it is quite a tough topic to also chat about, especially as a photographer who wants his artwork to be known. You know, trying to get into the industry now, that I suppose is also, I'm a couple of years too late. So we need to come up with other ways to sell those photos. Hey dogs, you guys sleepy, eh? Mary, that's a hectic statement. Oh, I must find. Oh, there's a video that reminds me of. I can't repeat it because there's a bit of foul language in it as well. But oh, it brings me such joy, just the memory of that statement. It's also about a toaster and a bathtub. Oh. Alrighty, everybody. These dogs still seem quite settled in. Oh, are you getting up? She's getting up. Have we waited enough? Or are you just... Yeah, thought so. Thought as much. Just getting even more comfortable. So I think, folks, what I'm going to do is, without disturbing these dogs, I'm going to try and pull away. Because the last thing I want to do is, ruin their slumber. I get my slumber ruined at 5:30 every morning for the past week and a half straight by vervet monkeys. So I can only understand the annoyance that comes with it. Oh, I wake up angry sometimes because of those bloody monkeys. But, then again, they are monkeys. It's what they do. But I think for now, what we'll do is we'll leave these dogs and hopefully we'll search the surrounding areas and come back a bit later maybe and see if they don't come closer to the road. Bye, pups. Trees, thorns, horrible. Hold on, Basil. I hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend so far. I mean, what a way to end a weekend though, hey? Coming on a game drive. Which way did we? Was through here, wasn't it? Alright, this is the stuff we don't really particularly... As I say that. We don't want to get caught by this. This is sicklebush. This is a black rhino's favorite food. However, Andrew despises the stuff because it goes through your shoe like nothing, goes through your tire like nothing, and it's just thorny and horrible. But the black rhinos love it, but they do produce a really beautiful flower that's known as an upside down Chinese... We got caught in the face there. Hold on, Basil. Use the force. The stuff we do for you, folks. I've caught a friend somewhere along the line here. Oh, that's not really good. Thank you. Just watch your head here, Basil. Just try to lift that over. Yeah, shot. You good? Yeah. Shot. Thanks, buddy. Whew! Getting my daily workout, and who needs gym when you gotta try and get through the thickets? Oh, we're almost there. There's the road. I can see the road. Just duck. That's it. Hey, no. I bit the tongue there. I bit the tongue there. Whew. That thorn got me quite nicely in the thigh. Sure. Alrighty, we've made it, folks. Hallelujah. Caught a few spiders' webs and thorns along the way, but nonetheless, back on the road. Woohoo! We got to see the dogs. That's what we like. Just want to go out of low range real quick. There we go. And I also just want to triple recce my tires so I know if I need to get ready to do a speed change of the tires. Because last time I nailed 7 minutes because I did a minute of faffing. So I'm hoping one day, not today preferably, but one day I get to redeem that 1 minute and get it under 6 minutes, if you will. Not today though, please. See, the birds are still not back. Are we carrying something under the car? I think so. Whew. Oh, what's up? Hello, everybody. Whew. Here we go. My face steady. No, quite cool. Job well done. Sure. It's the most off-roading, hectic off-roading I've done in a while. And it's not even like it's hardcore stuff. It's just sickle bush and flaky barkthorn. All right, let's just call that in real quick. Just turn the radio up. Then also start heading towards Sequoia Dam. Stations just had a sighting of the 2 wild dogs on Leopard, 100 meters into the block west of Leopard, south of Impala Link, leaving it an open lock. Getting better. Getting better. Does look like there's some clouds coming in over the mountains again. I don't know if there's rain expected tomorrow. There was rain expected yesterday and it never came, so who knows, maybe it just got delayed. But, some quite ominous looking mountains behind us. How beautiful is this area? All super lush and green now. Looked like the elephants had been in the area as well. There were a couple of trees hanging over the road. I'm also hoping we can crack a red-chested cuckoo, European bee-eater. Someone's found the first Wildebeest calf of the season. However, it was on leadwood. So, I mean, not leadwood, kaya. So, unfortunately, even if we want to see it, we can't see it. It's okay, it just means we have to find our own one. Now, you would think by now most of the Impala should have dropped their lambs. It seems like the lambing season's a bit late this year. And I don't know if that's because of the delay in the rain. I mean, most likely is. But normally by the time the Wildebeest calves starts dropping, you know, the Impalas have pretty much all dropped their babies. So I think there's a bit of a delay this season in both Impala and Wildebeest. But definitely majority Impala still need to drop. So I'm hoping we do get a bit more rain. There's a bit more rain on the way because we do need it. The dams still need it as well. As much as they have filled up, they need to fill up more because obviously, you know, these dams are the only thing they really rely on for water in the dry season. And we know water evaporation happens rather quickly, so. We definitely want those dams to fill up as much as possible. But I think task at hand, we'll head to Seakoy Dam, and then I think we'll come back this way before we start making our way further south towards Kudu Krip, Lemon-Doran Krip. See if Kudu Krip 2-3 is not around. I have some leopard hope today. As we went mobile, the only update for the afternoon was there are 3 leadwood stations on Blowbunk and a leopard seen on Kaya. So I was very jealous and very upset, but at the same time very happy and enthusiastic about it. Still means we have leopard on the property, folks. How exciting. I still am yet to tell you when we'll see another one. I am trying, I promise. I'm always looking for leopard, to be totally honest. That's always my main goal. No, I'm kidding. It's not the main goal, but I'm always looking out for leopard tracks. Always listening for vocalizing. See, the cork bushes are starting to sprout as well, which is pretty cool. They eventually, when they flower, produce these bright, vibrant purples. And it's called a cork bush, but it's actually used quite frequently by the giraffe to scratch its belly. Now, the leaves of it are edible, just like that of a buffalo thorn, kind of like a bushveld salad, if you will. But I wouldn't suggest ingesting any of those leaves because they're all below height of a giraffe urinating. So there's most likely going to be giraffe urine on those leaves of a cork bush. So rather stick to the top leaves of a buffalo thorn. Alrighty, so we just apparently actually need to just keep going straight for a little bit here. And then we'll continue north towards the eastern corner. It is a lovely day though, and I swear it gets prettier and prettier each day we come out. It gets greener and greener, the colors are just more and more vibrant. There's a lot more life. It's wonderful. I'm really hoping we can start putting more reptiles on for you as well. I know not everyone's the biggest fan of snakes per se, but I mean, I'm not just talking about snakes, although I would like to see some cool snakes. Like I think a boom slung on live camera would be pretty epic. A boom slung hunting birds per se. Or a mamba. I'll take a mamba. I know most people will disagree, but I'll take a mamba. But I'm talking giant plated lizards. I'm talking small plated lizards, girdled lizards that basically are also known as the armadillo lizards because they roll up into a ball, bite their tail, and they've got all these scaly spikes on their back. So they basically roll into a spike ball and they bite their tail and they hold on. That's how they hold on so tight and they can roll around, hence the name armadillo. It's not its actual name, like I said, it's called a girdled lizard, but it's got a nickname, the armadillo lizard. Got some old rhino tracks on the road as well. Look how green this is beautiful. Now, you know, maybe those dogs are being quite clever, you know. It's also nice and green there, fresh vegetation. Herbivores, paradise. So who knows, maybe they're just sitting and waiting out for a herd of Impala to come through, and that's why they're hidden in that little thicket so their camouflage can really take effect. And who knows, maybe they're planning on surprising some herbivores, some Impala or unsuspecting other prey nearby. When did we have the herd? It wasn't yesterday, it was Friday, eh? And they were moving north. I wonder where they would have headed. hoping Siakoi Dam. That's the main reason I'm going to Siakoi Dam. But I think what I'm going to do before we... I want to go to the inlet though. So we are on the way to Siakoi Dam, everybody, but I want to go to the back end first, where we actually had that leopard drinking once. There are some pools remaining from the previous run of rain we had. So, I just want to go see if there's any tracks that have kind of solidified in the mud, so we can see if there is any leopard activity at all there lately. B, also sometimes just nice going to the back end as well, get a different perspective on Siakoi Dam. And C, we can do a loop, an anti-clockwise loop, and then head straight back for those dogs as well. So kind of got 3 reasons to do so. I mean, it's also just such a beautiful road. I don't do this road near often enough. This is Waterbuck North. Well, Waterbuck North. But translated Waterbuck North. Sorry, last station, did you say Siakoi Dam? Copy. I swear he said Siakoi Dam. Because technically Siakoi in English is hippo. Well, directly translated, it means sea cow. Oh, the Impala lamb. Oh my gosh. Why are you alone? Oh no, there's Mom. There's Mom here. No, I will now. I just don't want to spook it either. I'm going to just switch off the car. Wow. Come on. How's that, Basil? Folks. That is so small. Oh, there's Mom running after it. Oh my gosh, it was just in the road. I don't know why it was completely on its own like that though. Oops. As soon as the car started, they bolted. It was on camera, huh? How cool was that? Baby Impala lamb. That thing was still like, I don't know, maybe less than a week old. Oh my gosh, so cute. Come on, give us another view. Pretty please. I just want to admire you because you are just way too adorable. You see how small it was? I can only imagine the hoof size, like that big. Picture a leopard in that, Basil. Basil pointed out to me earlier a lovely marula tree that a leopard could be hoisted in. How about this apple leaf, sir? Look at that. Even more of a perfect branch. Huh? Oh, I think Basil and I are just imagining leopards in trees now. But then again, the last place I've seen a leopard on Rietspruit was right in here. At about this time of day. But it was in winter still, so it was already getting dark this time of the day. I mean, it's the perfect habitat, and this back inlet is so quiet and secluded from the rest of the dam, obviously, that it's no wonder animals make use of this little surrounding inlet. sure. Look at that. Now, a leopard could be drinking in here, no problem. You could be on the dam wall, not know there's a leopard right here. That's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Put the handbrake in and in gear so we don't roll into the water. I cannot tell you how many terrapins are probably sitting watching us. Is the car moving? I can't stop a car rolling into water. That's one thing I can't do. I'm not the Incredible Hulk. It's in reverse. Aha, there was a terrapin that trickled there. Just want to see if there's no cat activity. And then what we'll do is we'll go around the front end and see if there's nothing that side. But like I said, this is also a reason I like to also come around here. I'm going to have to reverse the car for you very slowly. It's not a leopard, don't stress. Oh, you would know if it's you'd hear me. I'd freak out. But it's another baby species of some kind. But I'm not going to tell you the species in case it runs away. Basil, this is where I need your help. I don't want to drive into that rock behind us. That's really adorable there. I hope it didn't run away. Are they? Just tell me if I can keep going. Get there. That's the best we're going to do. There's the baby coming. It's a baby Impala. So cute. There's quite a few of them there, actually. You see what I mean? Animals are making use of these back inlets where it's a bit more quiet and secluded. Probably feel more protected, away from the wind. Look at that though, how beautiful is that? You can see they're all very cautious still near water, but absolutely gorgeous antelopes. Come on, baby. Come back to the road. There's often a Nyala in the back here. In these back inlets. Now, exactly where that Inyala is right now is where we once had a male leopard drinking. Are you guys not sticking around, eh? Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Are you gonna cross? That would have been most awesome. Not feeling brave enough today, that is. That's okay. Oh, why are you going now? Or are they just drinking there at the end? Can't see, they're kind of Gone around the corner there now. Oh, yeah, they are drinking there. Alrighty, folks. Well, let's continue and head around to the other side. See what we can see. Who knows, maybe there's something on the other side of the damn wall waiting for us. Alrighty. Even this, another beautiful tree for a leopard. And as we know, they're super powerful, so it doesn't matter how high the first branch kind of obscures from the main trunk, they'll make do with what they got. But you can see the fire burnt even down in here as well. Hence why it probably is so luscious and green already. But this little inlet here is always green. I suppose that's just due to the high density of evergreen trees in that little pocket. Your boer beans, you know, your guarries. Ooh. Sorry, Basil. There's a bit of a bump there. Alright, so this is where we're also just going to stop real quick in the riverbed and have a look at how A, beautiful it is, and B, just see if we can't see any tracks. Either side of this little spot is just what? What? Oh, I thought you said something. I thought you said you saw something or something. But I mean, always, especially after it's rained, it leaves this light layer of mud. So it's quite easy to see what's been walking up and down these riverbeds. Definitely been elephants. Obviously you can see those big circular round bits like so and so. It's a moth wing that's kind of been sucked up into the mud. There's more proof of elephants right in front of me. But I'm not seeing anything else really. Nothing else has really been up and down here since the rain. But I mean, it's just so beautiful. I'd love to come camp here for a night. Sit in one of the trees with my camera aimed down and just sit there the whole night and just hope and pray that you're quiet enough that something, just something makes an appearance. Oh, I need to ask Brent if he'll let me do that one day. Just go camp out in a riverbed for the night. Obviously, preferably take him with me. Just need to see if he would be up for it as well, which I'm sure he would be. But I'd love to know what moves around these riverbed drainage lines at night. Not necessarily just your leopard. You know, you got things like white-tailed mongoose, especially being so close to water mongoose. I've never personally seen that in my life, so I definitely want to try and crack one of those. I don't know what the likelihood of seeing them here on this reserve is, though. There's a single lonesome impala. Now, that lamb we just saw would make such an easy meal for a pack of 2 wild dogs. Now, I don't know if you've seen, there's a video trending on Instagram, and I know the guy that posted it personally. His name is Bush Maniac on Instagram. I'm sure some of you follow him. But he actually witnessed a zebra giving birth to a foal, and he was filming the whole thing. And you know, nature can be beautiful and tough at the same time. And whilst birthing this zebra calf, well, the zebra foal, sorry, the mare kind of just basically paused and fell over. So something wasn't right, and unfortunately it was a stillborn. But whilst all of this was going on, the stallion was right next to her, and apparently wild dogs were trying to take full advantage of this mare being in such a vulnerable position, and ended up and ended up trying to get the mare as well. But unfortunately, what went wrong with the birth was it was a stillborn. That's very unfortunate, but as we know, nature is brutal. As beautiful as it is, it's brutal. And it was a stillborn, unfortunately. But the dogs still tried their luck to get the mare. Stallion fought as hard as he could, and both the stallion and mare made it out. But obviously the stillborn got preyed upon by the wild dogs, which is rather hectic. But you know, that's just another example of how nature's beautiful and cruel at the same time. I suppose it's just up to us how we look at it and how we absorb that information. It's rather quiet at Sequoia Dam today. Let's go up onto the dam wall. Is there a terrapin in the puddle? No, just some flies. It looks like it. What a beautiful evening though. It's turned into a lovely temperature. It's actually not too hot anymore. Got to look out for all our different species of what? The swallows. I mean the weavers. Yeah, we can stop here. That's nice. See, because we stopped for that one on the corner, they both turned back and were like, I'm not going to that nest. Thank you, Becky. Sorry, I'm only reading the comments again now. I got a bit distracted whilst driving. I appreciate that a lot. Andrew's trying to take you both out. Yeah, how's it, Brian? I hope you are doing fantastically, sir. Glad you could tune in. We did briefly find the wild dogs, but they weren't very active, so we've headed off for a bit. We saw an Impala lamb cross the road, which was really amazing. But we are planning on heading back towards where the dogs were seen. So stick around and hopefully we can see them again, but this time on the move. Carol, I agree. In that drainage line behind Sequoia there, 100 cement. I actually we need to go fetch. There is still a camp trap out, hey? I just don't know where Gareth put it. Where in the riverbed though? The one where we got the first pregnant footage. The one that goes up. The rocky riverbed. Oh, okay. Okay. So we need to go get that. Michael! Hello, sir. Oh, Betsy, we are watching. They just, as soon as they see the cameras on them, they're like, nah, I'm out of here. You can see they're actually all up in this tree now here. You'll see all their little silhouettes flying about. There's one at the top, and there's all the others. They're fighting one another, chasing each other around. Absolutely gorgeous evening though, everybody. Got a red-crested korhaan calling in the distance. Still yet to witness the red crest. You know, I saw it jump up in front of us. Did also miss half of it because it flew straight over my head. Birds, they never make it easy. Never. How gorgeous are the yellows though. These also all look like lesser masked weavers. I actually haven't seen a spectacled weaver yet, I don't think. No, I'm sure I must have. But they are really cool. They look like they wear a pair of glasses. Look at that though. There we go. There's a call of a brown-hooded kingfisher somewhere. Speak of the devil. The call I couldn't get right the last time. Always makes me laugh at the fact that that happened. Now, folks, I'm going to just move over to the dam wall. We need to admire this scenery as well for a second. And hopefully we'll still have a good angle of the weavers. If not, we'll come back to the weavers. There are more weavers in this tree over here to the left of us, but how is that for a sunset? That is like a scene straight out of a movie. Look at the clouds' reflections in the water even. My word. What a beautiful evening. Oh my gosh. So perfectly still. There's barely any wind. Oh. Ah, thank you, Carol. Definitely set my tripod up there then. For sure, for sure. Seems to be a car approaching Sequoia. Wonder who it could be. Let's pull out the binos and do some investigating here. Aha! The one and only Johan and Colleen. Well, stunning views, awesome weavers, baby Nyala. Definitely worth trekking out this way, in my professional opinion. I'm sure you can all agree though that this is quite awesome. Just take a minute, take it all in, I suppose. That right there where Basil has the camera on now is where we had our last sighting of a leopard. Just drinking there by the rock. And then walked off in a southerly direction. He did stick around for about 5 minutes though, which was absolutely phenomenal. Especially considering the fact that there were almost 20, 30 people standing on the dam wall here at once. Or, excuse me, all getting super hyped over the fact that there was a leopard, myself included. I still need to buy that. I still need to buy Lovers, the guide who found that leopard, a beer. No grey-headed kingfisher yet though. One day we'll get it. Alrighty everybody, let's slowly start making our way back to those dogs. See if we don't get super lucky. Just saying hello to Johan and Colleen. They're just having some sundowners. Just got to make them smile real quick. A smile a day keeps the doctor at bay. Well, that's what the chapter in my book said today, so I hope it stays away. Not a big fan of the doctor, to be totally honest. Not my favorite pastime to be visiting. Although I do think I need to go to the doctor this week. So Mom, Dad, if you're still tuned in, just be aware that there may be a charge for a doctor's appointment on the card. Thank you in advance. But no, I don't know, I've just been feeling super flat the past week or two, but like excessively flat. Like I have absolutely no energy whatsoever. I've also just, you know, my body's a bit achy. I'm not saying that I'm working excessively though either, you know, like the whole year's been fine, and then suddenly the past 2 weeks I've just been, I wouldn't say suffering, but like, you know, like this is the last thing I feel like dealing with right now, honestly. It really is silly elephants. But this is quite old as well, so I'm surprised no one else has moved this off the road. It's okay. It's like daily gym. Oh. Silly elephants. Some big branches here as well. And then there's some nice small ones, which is the preferred. This one is rather large. Oh, that's zebra wood. That hurts. I see what Kevin means about his daily gym. That's my daily gym. Done and dusted. Whew. See what I mean there? It's like taking it all out of me. My word. Whew. So I hope I haven't got glandular fever again. That would be a real Debbie Downer, because that's not fun. That's just when your immune system's just run down. I think I need to go get a vitamin B injection. And those aren't fun either. I don't like needles in general. And you know, the needle's not the worst part about that injection. It's when the liquid hits your system. Feels like a train is whacking you at once in the bottom. And not my favorite thing in the world there. Alrighty, slow progress nonetheless. Let's go back and see if we can't get another glimpse of these doggos. How are those tires looking that side? Still fine, eh? Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. I love having a set of eyes on the left of me now, because I know Basil's mastered his cheetah tracks, his lion tracks as well. So it's almost like having 4 sets of eyes with one brain, you know? Our minds have become, oh, yellow-billed kites in the tree. Oh, don't fly, please. Please don't fly. Do not fly. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, watch. I'm gonna try to pull out my camera now. It's gonna probably fly off. Murphy's Law. That is pretty awesome, folks. Oh, of course. Oh, there seems to be more up ahead. There's two more in a tree up ahead. There's three now. This one that flew off. I'm going to freewheel this, folks. I can see three yellow kites in the tree just in front of me. So I'm going to stop shortly. Even though we're freewheeling, we're still making noise. I just want to get that branch out of the way for Basil though. There we go. Look at that, everybody. So that is quite cool. That is something you don't see all too often. 3 yellow-billed kites in one tree. It's quite awesome. That is really awesome. Oh, look at that. Shaking feathers. Oh, I just disconnected. What a beautiful, beautiful sighting though. Not one, not two, but 3 yellow-billed kites. So letting you back in. Especially with those colors behind them as well, all those pinks. It's like a very, very light, hazy pink. But it's there nonetheless. It's beautiful. What an evening, folks. Me back in. I don't know, TeamSpeak won't let me back in. Well, folks, sorry, I'm just trying to get reconnected here. But regardless, isn't that just phenomenal? It's not the first time I've seen this though. Whilst those 5 dogs were still in the boma, I actually saw 5 yellow-billed kites in the same tree. So this is a step lower from that, but nonetheless, you know, how often is it that you get to kind of witness more than 2 birds of prey in the same tree, you know? Quite ridiculous, if I say so myself. Okay, it says I'm connected again. Now I wonder, what is your folks' bet? Is there a carcass somewhere? Or are they just trying to find a place to roost for the night? I mean, that would be my bet. Nah. Well, I can't. Let's look at the app and see what it says. That just looks like a juvenile. I mean, it says both male and female are alike. So often the best way with birds of prey especially is normally the females are bigger than the males. I know that. Oh, here you go. Male is anywhere between 450 to, what? Surely not. Grams? No ways. Surely not. That can't be right. What's going on here? So it's a non-breeding migrant, and they are nomadic, meaning they follow localized rain patterns as well, which is actually pretty cool. Actually didn't know that. I only just read that now, but that's rather interesting. Well, I mean, can we complain? Not really. It's wicked. There's a nice example of the pinks we're looking at right behind them at the moment. Oh no, I've lost my YouTube chat. That's not the plan. Becky, that is the northern Drakensberg mountain range. So that's also Rietspruit as well. Getting sympathy and hugs from the... Oh, thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. And yeah, no, I feel like we're kind of fourth wheeling here now. I mean, the third bird was already a third wheel, and now we're just sitting here watching all of them. Like, they're probably like, guys, can you pretty please just, leave us in some privacy? We'd greatly appreciate that. I thought I just saw another one flying past. Alrighty, Basil, you get ready, sir. I'm about to start the car so we can carry on this search for the dogs. That's a great way to put it, Mary. Watercolors. 1000% yes. It's gorgeous. And you know me, folks, I don't know if anyone was watching the live cams. I'm going to go slowly past them so Basil can try and keep it on them. Obviously, my intention is not to spook them, but we need to go this way if we want to go back to the dogs, unfortunately. So, oh, there goes one. I mean, let's see how close we can get, and if they're chilled, I'll switch off again as well. Oh, no, there goes the second. How close is this last one going to let it? Oh, look at that. Yawned even. Look at this. Isn't that just wicked. I mean, the two were absolutely petrified, but this third one is super relaxed. Here we go, he's gonna, oh, he's gonna make a dropping. He's not going to fly away. I thought he was going to fly away. Oh, he flew away. Wasn't ready. I missed it completely. Basil got it though. Good job, sir. Wow, that was amazing. I don't think I've been that invested in a bird sighting in quite some time. I think the last time was that gorgeous bush ride. My word, that was cool though. 3, just in this tree above us. So cool. So cool. Now I was actually reading, I don't know if I mentioned this, so I've actually started reading some scientific papers lately. And lately, in the past 8 months, there's been 9 recordings of martial eagles swooping in and taking lion cubs, believe it or not. Yes, you heard that right, folks. Lion cubs. So, that's a hectic one. And it's like we're doing circles this afternoon. We're back at the inlet point. But nonetheless, it's a beautiful area to be working. Just triple checking we're going the right way here. This makes no sense. Right, well, here's that second crossing that Basil and I haven't done together in a while. This one's looking a bit more treacherous than the first. However, there's a really cool track in there, in the mud there. So we'll stop quickly for that. But I agree with you, Carol, this is a phenomenal place to probably put a trap camera. Basil, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Basil knew immediately as I said, I'm so sorry. But does anyone know? Oh, what is this? There's another track. I can't see. This is just toes. I can't see what this is. Some sort of predator though. Does anyone know what made these tracks in this mud? Now, bear in mind, this is the type of mud I'm really looking for a leopard track, because if it dries up enough, you can actually cut it out and lift that whole track up. So that is definitely one of my goals before I go and leave this Christmas. There's a cat track here. Looks like a lioness. No. Look at that. That's a... Did you just hear something? Any guesses? Let me check the comments quick before I give it away. I'm sure a few of you will know what it is already, but I'll give it another minute. Anyone got any ideas at all? Take your best guess, your worst guess. Take a guess. Let's see. I'll give you guys another minute. But you can see there's 4 legs. They're quite tightly compacted with one another, but really cool nonetheless. Whoops. I nearly just saw my bum on that rock. How awesome is this? Leopard Highway. Alrighty. Mary, that's a fabulous guess. I'm actually not 100% sure what this is, but I was referring to these tracks here. not the predator track, Basil. Excuse me. These tracks here. So there's quite a few rows of them, so it means it's a multiple of them have actually walked here. But it's foot. It moves at around 1 kilometer an hour. That should give it away. That should give it away. Come on, guys. Someone just take a guess. Alrighty then. Well, Michael, I like the guess. Thank you. Unfortunately not. It is not a cat at all. Like I said, it only moves 1 kilometer an hour. And its tracks look like little squiggles, little teardrops almost, if you will. So there we go. Carol, Mary, Barbara, Brian, bang on the money there. Well done, everybody. Indeed, that is a leopard tortoise track. Or, to be fair, it could be Specs hinge tortoise, but I'm not too sure how to tell the difference between those tracks. Let's double check this book as well. Let's just get up here. Come on, car. Come on, Jimmy. Woohoo! Powerful, we made it. Do love this area of the reserve though. If anything, this is one of the areas that gives me most leopard hope, just because of all these drainage lines and open areas, big trees, crevasses, you know, just the whole shenanigans. But see, like, imagine we can get one of those on camera. I'd cry. If I put that on camera for all of you, I'd cry. I'd literally be out of the car, lying on my stomach, trying to get a photo of that as well for all of you, for the keyword of the week. Speaking of, if you haven't, this week's keyword of the week is carnivorous. It's a lovely image of a lion that I will send out to all of you beautiful people first thing tomorrow, and there will be a new keyword tomorrow. Now, folks, just a friendly reminder, there will be an email reminder tomorrow from tomorrow's pack safari in the afternoon. We're going to be going live from 5:30 and not 5 o'clock anymore, just to give us that extra 15 minutes in the dark and just give us a bit more hopefulness with leopards as well. So just so everyone's aware, pack drives will now be going out at 5:30 instead of 5 o'clock. And for those of you who join in on the private drives, an email will be sent out as well. But the Zoom drive, the private Zoom drive on Tuesday mornings will now be going live at 5:45 a.m. SAST. Woo! Woohoo! No, it's nice. It's going to be nice and cool. We beat the heat of the day as well, which is the main goal as well. All right, let's see. So is there any way to tell the difference between tracks? No, tracks at the back. Sorry folks, just bear with me 1 second. I'm just trying to see if there is even an example of how to tell the difference. And if worse comes to shove, no, there's nothing here. If worse comes to shove, let me just check that we're going along the right road. So we need to go this way, apparently. Yeah, we're going the right way. And then once we've turned onto Waterbuck, I will quickly check my... Oh, that's a spider hunting wasp. That you do not want to get stung by. That was close. That spooked me. Sorry if I shouted, folks. I didn't mean to scare you either. I just got a bit of a fright in my life, to be totally honest with you. Alrighty, so we're gonna what's going on here? Alrighty. Just keep going till we hit Leo-Ruta, basically. I knew the 1 kilometer an hour would give it away, but I was like, nobody's taking a guess yet. Maybe I should just announce it anyway. I'm glad I did that. But well done to everyone who got it correct. Oh, deja vu. We've just come through here. Ugh. Going to Canada this week. I hope you don't freeze either, Michael. Apparently, I thought I saw Carol or someone, no, it wasn't Carol, Carol's in Scotland, but someone said wherever they are, it's like -8 degrees. I would die. I'd die at 0 degrees Celsius, to be fair. The coldest game drive I've ever taken was -6, and that was whilst I was working in the Pilansberg. And I nearly didn't come back from that drive. I tried to take my hand off the steering wheel and my hands were like just stuck. I was so cold that morning, I almost refused going out. Then I was like, no, I can't do that. I've got morals to live by, you know. But I will never do it again. I will refuse next time it's -6. I could barely function. I could barely even point. Oh, that was a rough time, so good luck, Michael. Good luck indeed. I'm sending warmth via Bluetooth for you. Don't forget to take a hot water bottle with you. Leo-Ruta, indeed it does, Michael. That was last week. Oh, regardless, Carol, that's... I can't use bad language, but that's super cold. I would absolutely... I don't think I'd make it if I came and visited you in Scotland. I might not return to South Africa. Well, I would. I just wouldn't have a heartbeat when I returned. Ooh, bump, bump. But this should bring us out onto Leo-Ruta. And it looks like we are headed in the right direction. You're getting chilly, sir. Get comfortable. Nice. I'll be in Calgary. 2 degrees Fahrenheit. My word, what's that? I have to Google that actually. That sounds ridiculous. That sounds like -12, -15. 2 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. You will catch me dead before you catch me in Calgary, if I'm pronouncing that right, Michael. Good luck to you, sir. Hats off. Good luck. -16, Basil, degrees Celsius. You don't even need to put your beer in the fridge. I can't imagine it. I'd come back in a casket. Yo, Michael, I really hope you pack warm enough. Holy cow, that is cold. Minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit. What? Wicked. Absolutely bonkers. I suppose in the end you did this to yourself. So, but I feel terrible. Good luck, sir. I wish you nothing but good warmth and comfort in the cold times that await you. But I'm sure you're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. Are you going there for any specific reason, Michael? Are you going to look for any specific wildlife? Or... There are bears in Canada, right? I'm sure there are. I know there's skunks and other things, but I'm pretty sure I've heard my uncle say there was a bear in his trash can once before, or twice before. I could be wrong though, but I'm almost 1,000% sure that there are bears in Canada. I don't know what species of bears though. Probably black bears. I don't know about grizzly bears though, but this is where I kind of need you guys to educate me a bit. I must actually do some reading on bears. We hit minus 14 last winter. Oh, fat chance, folks. You'll never ever catch me that side of the world. Unfortunately, as much as I would want to come there, I know I will never make it personally. I know I won't make it back, that is. So, I mean, we can meet in the middle somewhere and we can all, you know, go where it's a wee tad bit warmer. Maybe within the positive degrees Celsius. Preferably. That would be grizzly, brown, black, and oh, okay. Screw the cold weather, I need to come to Canada. One of my biggest goals in life, folks, at the moment, or one of my biggest dreams, is to go photograph polar bears. I really, really, really want to go photograph polar bears and orcas. Here's the map. All right, so we're still en route. Just seeing the time, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit just to see if we can't get there, because we are still a little bit of a distance away. I didn't realize we had actually moved off course so far. Andrew got a bit distracted talking. Typical Andrew. That's okay. It was worth it. I mean, we bumped into a baby Impala. Saw some lovely kites. A baby Impala and the Impala drinking. Is this the right road? It should be. How gorgeous is that view that we are driving towards, everybody? Absolutely phenomenal. Whoops, there's a hole. Need to come back and fix that one there. Alrighty. Sure, I don't remember this road being so bumpy. Now all we need to do, folks, is spot that weaver nest that was so uncooperative with Andrew earlier, and Bob's your uncle will probably find the dogs. But you can see, I can see why they would have picked a spot like this. It is nice and open if they do want to hunt and chase things over a long distance. It says we're still quite far from the actual pinpoint. But we should be there soon enough. What a beautiful afternoon it's been though. I know it hasn't been the most action-packed, but I mean, it's been an absolutely stunning afternoon out in the bush with all of you. Okay, we've still got some distance there. It may be the sword I die on. Don't say that, Michael. It's not the sword you're gonna die on. Not today. Not today, not tomorrow, not anytime soon. Africa Sky, so good that you could join us again. I hope you are doing fantastically. And now we are currently just on our way back to where we did briefly have the wild dogs earlier on in drive. So I'm hoping now with the cooler weather, they might actually get up on the move and potentially start hunting. Who knows? They could also stay completely flat. They might have not moved at all. So we're just going to have to see here. Coming up in a short second. I pinged the collar, so there's a little black mark where the dogs are supposed to be. Now, I won't really off-road now in here, folks, especially with the lack of light as well. It's also, like I said, very, very thick. Is this the tree? Yes, it's the tree. Come on, doggos. Have you come to the road? I'm not seeing any eye shine back. Maybe they have gotten up. Let's check the fence line. Because that's how they would have got here, essentially. And who knows? Maybe we finally crack our first chameleon on live for the season. That would be rather awesome as well. I've missed all the chameleons. Christopher the chameleon. The elephants have been busy once again. Oh, a white-browed scrub robin just took off that branch. Probably the last bird you're going to hear calling this evening. Or the red-chested cuckoo of late has been calling oddly late, actually. Believe it or not. Sure, my leg took a brutal beating today. That much is true. My torch seems to be buckling this evening. It doesn't want to go brighter for some reason. That's okay though. There's enough light that we can still spot eyeshine popping back at us, or the odd underscales of a chameleon. The chameleon though, once you've seen it in person, like what to actually look for, you never forget it. It like almost gets subconsciously engraved in your brain. It's quite wild actually. Let's get to this fence line. You can hear some of the cicadas going crazy already for the evening. And there's different species of cicadas all over the world. I mean, you get them in India, you get them in Europe. I'm sure you even get them in the Americas as well. Especially that, like Costa Rica, the Amazon, that sort of area. Also wouldn't mind seeing some owls again, but some different species. As much as I'm very grateful and appreciative of our awesome population of spotted eagle owls, I would like to get to see a southern white-faced owl, a Scops owl again. I have seen a barn owl on this reserve, so I would really love to see another barn owl. I've only seen one on this reserve. I hear them quite frequently, just don't see them all too often. Here was our actual first obstacle we had to go through for the afternoon, Basil and myself. Watch your leg. You good? Back onto the fence line. Just have a look, see. Don't see anything. See if they haven't moved up. If we don't really see anything over this ridge, folks, I think it's safe to assume that they're still flat and in that block. But I think, you know, at this time of the day, rather not disturb them all that much. Rather leave them be and we can come find them tomorrow again. There's a drive tomorrow, I think. Ah, it's Monday tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow afternoon, but remember, folks, from 5:30 onwards now, not 5. It's going to be 5:30 to 7:30. So that means I also have to make sure my dinner is cooked before I go out. Can't really cook dinner when I get back. Otherwise, we'll be up till 10 at least every night. I can't do that. I've got an early bedtime. Mary, thank them for me. I actually don't know when the last time I cleaned that camera was. I need to do it again. I'm gonna set a reminder in my phone to just do it every 3 days, and then at least it's consistently kept semi-clean. Those birds tend to dirty it quite quickly with all their bathing in the little bird bath there. So I will actually just from now on put a reminder in my phone to clean it every second day or so. But you're most welcome. I mean, I do it most of the time, but I've been slacking lately. I do apologize. There's rhino tracks here. We're glad to have you with us, Africa Sky. Carol, I've heard of them being seen on Rietspruit. I've personally never seen a Verreaux's eagle owl, to be totally honest with you. Never seen one. I would love to see one though, but I am yet to have laid eyes on such a beautiful owl. Still have not. So there's always, you know, I like to say one day But then there's always day one. Who knows, today might be day one. That would be rather epic. I might freak out. Had a double bloom of cicadas. Oh my gosh, your ears must be quite hurt at the moment, Mary. Oh, I see. All right, well, don't stress. I will put a reminder in my phone to make sure that that camera is cleaned frequently. Don't you worry about it. I will get on it. Hello? There's a honey badger track here. It's not old, but it's not too fresh either. Probably from earlier on today. There have also been rhino tracks going along the road here, so who knows, maybe we'll bump into a rhino. I will probably just pull in towards Mamba Dam, see if there's no nocturnal birds around. Sure, everything's getting so thick now, also spotting a chameleon is definitely challenging at times. But we do know they are out. I have seen one already. Question is, where are they? And oftentimes, if you find one in a tree, it will be there for the next couple of days as well. They don't really move all too far if they've found a tree they like. Oftentimes, it'll be a thorn tree most of the time, just for added protection. Oh, I need to also just watch the road here. Slowly driving off the road. Is that a leopard? Hyena tracks though. Still exciting. Nonetheless. Something caught my eye here for a second. Maybe it's just a odd coloured leaf, but something just piqued my interest real quickly. It was a made you look leaf, you know? That one that almost looks so convincingly like something, and then boom, it's nothing. That one. For sure, you can see it's getting rather thick as of late, everybody. Sightings are going to be a lot harder to work for now, as well as also, if it's not really in the road, how do you see it, and B, how do you even follow it? You know? So thick, like you couldn't off-road in here anymore. Even if you necessarily wanted to, tires would be in grave peril. Sure, what a sunset as well. Well, I mean, like I said, I know it hasn't been the most action-packed drive per se, but it's been an awfully lovely afternoon out in the bush with all of you this afternoon. And I'm very excited to be doing it again tomorrow. So I think what we'll do, I know there's not a lot of time left, I think we'll quickly race up Madrid Putt here. No, we won't. I found a chameleon! That's awesome. What a way to end off the drive. You see him there, Basil? Look at that, folks. Oh, doesn't help if I don't shine on him for Basil. But we have done it. Bob's your uncle, the flap neck chameleon. How awesome is that? Very well camouflaged as well. Now, I wish I could explain to you what I really look for when I actually do take, when I'm actually looking for said chameleon, but you can't really do it without being there in person, which is quite unfortunate. But folks, with that being said, I'm not going to end up going to Mamba Dam, but I hope you folks have enjoyed this afternoon's drive. I really did. I had a lot of fun. It was really lovely and beautiful this afternoon, all the greens. And we found Christopher the chameleon. He's still sitting patiently up in the tree. Christopher, you good lad. He'll probably be in the exact same place tomorrow. We can come and check it out maybe. But folks, have a great day, an awesome rest of your Sunday, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody.